Friday began like any other for Todd and George Shuttleworth Tony Maudsley, who spent the day preparing for an important funeral before unwinding with a pint in the Rovers. George reminded Todd that he needed him sharp and early the next morning, and Todd promised to stick to just one drink. Unfortunately, Theo had a very different plan. After secretly ordering Todd a double, Theo ended up dragging the drunken undertaker home and leaving him passed out on the sofa. His sabotage didn't stop there. In the morning, as seen in today's episode, Theo deliberately tossed all of Todd's white work shirts into the washing machine, leaving him nothing clean to wear. Back at the funeral home, George grew increasingly alarmed when Todd failed to show. He eventually sent Christina Midgley, Amy Robbins, to check on him. Todd woke in a panic, discovering his phone hadn't charged and his alarm never went off. With Theo acting innocent and pretending he had no idea what went wrong, Todd was left blaming himself. When Todd finally arrived at work, wearing a stained blue shirt, George's frustration boiled over. He immediately stood Todd down from the service and sent Christina in his place. Humiliated Todd could only watch his day crumble. Later, when George and Christina returned, emotions exploded. Todd and George clashed in a fierce argument that ended with Todd being thrown out. And Theo, ever the manipulator, wasn't done. He summoned George back, hoping to stir the pot even further. Though George attempted to apologize, Todd was still reeling from the disrespect. In a moment of heartbreak and anger, he quit his job on the spot and ordered George to leave. Left alone, Todd's vulnerability showed, and Theo pounced. Rather than comfort him, Theo mocked him for crying, walking out and leaving Todd sobbing. It's becoming painfully clear that Theo is determined to isolate Todd from everyone who cares about him. But will he get away with it? Theo snaps, and the violence escalates. Theo's pattern of controlling, manipulative behavior has been there since day one, and he has already crossed the line into violence before. But the scenes ahead show his abuse reaching a frightening new level. According to insiders, Theo has convinced Todd to run a half marathon and has him on a brutal training regime. Even when Todd is on the verge of collapse, Theo pushes him out for just one more lap again and again. At home, he forces Todd to scrutinize his body with a full-length mirror, demanding he monitor his physique daily. During one of their runs, they bump into James Bailey Jason Callender, who shares a friendly flirtation with Todd. Theo is instantly enraged. Despite Todd's exhaustion, Theo orders another punishing lap. Later, James stops by the flat with fitness gear and insists on showing Todd how to use it. Theo watches, simmering with jealousy. When James leaves, Theo's fury erupts. Accusing Todd of fancying James, he winds himself into a jealous spiral. Todd insists it isn't true, but Theo is already too far gone. And what comes next is devastating. Actor James Callender explains, when he loses his temper, he just erupts. It's another escalation, shocking and terrifying for Todd. Theo simply can't express his feelings, so he lashes out. He becomes incredibly volatile to be around. With Theo tightening his grip and Todd more isolated than ever, the stage is set for one of Coronation Street's most harrowing confrontations yet.